Have you ever wondered if missionary work should even matter to you, or if missions is just something for those special people to be concerned about? Well, stick around because today we're going to look at Matthew chapter 28 and see what Jesus said about reaching the world. Hey there, my name is WayneWrz, and on this channel we are walking the journey towards Jesus together. You can subscribe to join our community and get a new Bible study video every Tuesday. Last year, I was able to go on a mission trip with East Hills Alliance Church, and it was a blast. We went to Gleanings for the Hungry in Dinuba, California, and it was going great, except for the fact that one of the students cut his finger pretty good, so me and Droxy took him to the doctor, and I almost passed out when I saw the needle they were going to put in his finger to numb it, but he got his stitches, and we went back. But Gleanings for the Hungry is a great place where you spend most of your time processing and drying peaches, and those peaches are then sent with ministries like Convoy of Hope around the world to people who are in need and people who are hungry, and those people also get to hear the good news of Jesus Christ. One of the things I really enjoyed was gathering around a semi-truck full of peaches to pray for it before it went out, praying that God would use that food to bless somebody and show Christ's love around the world. So even though I've never been on a foreign mission trip, I've had a chance to help spread the love of Christ around the world. In Matthew chapter 28, we read, "But the 11 disciples proceeded to Galilee, to the mountain which Jesus had designated. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some were doubtful. And Jesus came up and spoke to them, saying, 'All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age.'" In verse 17, we see that they worshiped Jesus. Missionary work is important, and our heart for sharing Christ with others should flow out of our love for Jesus. Whatever we're doing, start with Jesus. Jesus says, "Go, therefore." But what does therefore even refer to? In verse 18, Jesus lets them know that he has all authority over heaven and earth. Because Jesus is the King of all, the disciples are to go and make disciples. But what does it mean to make disciples? We could have long discussions about discipleship in the church today. We can talk about whether a mission organization should focus on evangelism or discipleship, but not today. For today, let's look at two things that Jesus tells them after he tells them to make disciples. He says, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and he says, teaching them to obey all that I have commanded you. So the disciples are to baptize and to teach what Jesus has commanded. Missions matters to God. Some of Jesus' last words on this earth were to his disciples to take the message of hope, the message of Christ, to the nations. Psalm 96:3 says, "Declare his glory among the nations, his good works among the peoples." You and I may never spend years in a remote part of the world teaching people about Jesus, but we can be a part of missions. We can pray for those who are serving overseas. We can get to know about their ministries and how best we can connect and pray for them. And we can also be willing to share what Christ is doing in our lives with our friends at school and those that he has called us to be a light to. And I love the promise at the end of this passage. Jesus says, "And I am with you always." Christ will be with us in what he has called us to do. Thank you so much for checking out the video today. If you liked it, you can smash that thumbs up button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for new videos every Tuesday. Let me leave you with this question that you can answer in the comments and discuss with a friend, a parent, or a pastor. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? There are more questions for discussion down below. You can check those out, and we'll see you later, alligator. Have you ever wondered if missionary work should even matter? Is that what I'm saying? The peaches have. The peaches of Jesus. Missionary work is important. And they were to, baptism. Let me leave you with this question. You can answer in the comments. To subscribe, click on the circle on the left. To check out a friend's channel, click that circle on the right. To watch a video that YouTube thinks you should watch, click that box in the middle. And if you want to learn more about supporting me on Patreon, click the link in the description.